What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Tottenham 2, Royal Antwerp 0 as Tottenham top the group in the final group stage game of the Europa League. Finally, this group stage is over. This long slog of 3 qualifying games and 6 group stage games. It's finally over, and we finally top the group as well. And it's kind of, I wasn't worried too much about if we were going to top it or not, but I guess it is good in terms of who we can play in the next round.
Yeah, look, I think we've managed it pretty well at the end of the day. You got to say that, finishing top of the Europa League group and finishing top of the Premier, and not finishing top. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But being top of the Premier League right now, you got to say we managed both quite well at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and I think we put in a decent performance today. It wasn't the best, especially in the first half. It was really slow.
Got the job done.
We did get the job done. I thought we definitely improved in the second half. Wanted to move back to a back 4. We had more attacking players on. We're definitely more of a threat. And there was just a lot of peculiar things from Jose today, I would say.
Yeah. First of all, let's talk about Giovanni Lo Celso, because I thought he was head and shoulders above everyone on that pitch.
What a performance.
It was performances that we were seeing at the back end of last season from Gio. It was similar performance of that kind of ilk. I thought literally no Antwerp player could get anywhere near him today. He was doing nutmegs. He was getting it past players with clever flicks and tricks. He scored a goal as well with a lovely finish. I mean, he had a real positive impact on that game today. And you would say that no one had any sort of impact that he had.
Yeah, he was head and shoulders above anyone. He was by far the best player on the pitch. It was back to that Gio that we saw from last season, near the end of last season, where he was just playing every team off the park with his dribbles, beating 2-3 people, showing his pace, having quality at the end of that as well, and making a difference in the middle of the park, and really becoming like unplayable, like not unplayable, but like in the centre, no one could get near him. He was just weaving in and out of players. It was really great to see. A bit like Ndombele last week against Ludogorets, or a couple of weeks ago, when he was head and shoulders above everyone. Lo Celso really stood out today, and it was really good to see him coming back into form. And obviously he got the goal as well. Our second goal to pass between up. Really good finish on his left foot, toe poking it into the far corner, kind of outside of the boot finish. And he had a really great one in the first half where he beat 2-3 players and had a shot outside the boot, outside the box, and forcing a good save out the keeper.
Really good effort, that.
And he was doing that all day long. Even in our own half, he was making tackles. He was dribbling past players and relieving pressure.
I bet you he won the most tackles out of everyone on the pitch today.
It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really great performance by Lo Celso. And if that doesn't get him a start on Sunday, I'm not sure what does.
You talk about kind of 2 players that really need to come in today and stake a claim, in Harry Winks and Matt Doherty as well. And we both said before the game, starting 3 at the back, this is really going to suit Matt, and it didn't, did it?
I wouldn't say he struggled. He just didn't do what he does for Wolves, did he?
He didn't impact the game, he did for Wolves.
Yeah.
And Harry Winks as well, I thought he was poor.
Like, you wouldn't say Doherty was like beaten many times on the left-hand side. He was pretty defense competent.
Look, I'm not saying it was a bad display, but I'm saying going forward, there was just nothing there.
There was no impact. He wasn't really getting on the ball. A lot of the time when Doherty plays, especially this season, he's had time on the ball. He's had a lot of possession. Yeah. But this time he didn't really see it. He didn't see it. And how many times did we see him whipping across or try and get in the box? There was a few times he was in and around the penalty and he was doing some nice passes and linking up, and that was nice. But apart from that, I want to see some more from Matt Doherty. And especially in a back 3, expecting him to really push up and really get threaten in like in the right wing position sometimes. But
look at Reguilon on the other side.
Yeah.
He was up and down that left-hand side the whole of the first half. Got taken off at half-time, luckily, because,
hopefully he's not injured, but yeah.
He should have got that man sent off. I'm not sure the Antwerp player's name, but Antwerp should have been down to 10 men, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Sec. He should have been sent off. He was booked.
Then he done that challenge on Reguilon, which was 100% a booking. And then he does another challenge as well. I think it was in the second half or later on the first half. I mean, the guy should have been sent off. It was a nailed on. He should have got booked 3 times. Yeah, never mind 2.
I agree. And I don't know why. And that's why Sacramento got booked, because he was complaining about that. But let's talk about the first goal as well. Gareth Bale hits a free kick from about 35 yards. Beautiful shot, dipping one of his trademark free kicks. Keeper tips it onto the post, and Vinicius puts it in the empty net. And that was both their last touches of the game.
Yeah, it was a weird one, that, because I thought Look, I don't think either of them had great games.
They weren't. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think they had great games, but I don't think they were poor. I think Vinicius was kind of feeding off scraps for most of the game, and Gareth Bale, he was doing some nice things, but he wasn't kind of influencing the game that we know he can. But I still think both of them deserve to carry on and play the 90.
Yeah, especially getting the goal. I don't know about the 90, but they definitely deserve to stay on for a bit longer. It was very early in the first half. It was still like 57.
55 minutes or so.
Something like that, yeah. So 10 minutes into second half, he decides to hook him. And
what a free kick from Gareth Bale.
Great shot.
Bloody
Finally,
hell.
we saw some...
Absolute stunning free kick. Keeper with a lovely save, tipping it onto the bar. Then obviously Vinicius was just there. I mean, he's going to be upset getting a goal, and then the next thing you do is get taken off.
Especially that's 3 goals in his last 2 home games starts for Vinicius as well. And couldn't really be an easy finish. But... you have to be there, right place, right time. He was following in the free kick, so it was good movement from him. And he missed a good chance in the first half, didn't he, when he was through on goal. And he hit it straight at the keeper, hit into his balls, I think. But look, it's a shame. It is a shame. It was a weird one why he decided. And also, we know Winks went straight down the tunnel.
I think it's a bit telling. I mean, I don't know the full story, obviously, but I think with all the news that's been, with the comments that have been coming out the last couple of weeks, I think it tells the story. Yeah,
because they were trying to make a story out of Delhi in the second half, but he kind of went in
trying so hard,
and then he came back out. So maybe that's nothing. But Winks, we have to see what Mourinho says after the game about Harry Winks, whether May had a knock or maybe he's just frustrated with how things are going at Spurs at the moment.
He might just say he has a knock just to diffuse everything.
He could well do. But there seems to be something not right at the moment with Harry Winks.
And you saw he looked really angry when he was walking off the pitch.
Well, you don't. But I can't blame him because
he was poor.
But I can't blame him for being angry because he's waited a long time for these opportunities. Didn't start the last Europa League game out in Lask. Started against Ludogorets, he played really well, and didn't play against Lask. He was on the squad, only in the squad against Arsenal because Ndombele pulled out last minute. And then he gets an opportunity and gets hooked after an hour. So he's probably very frustrated with that.
Well, he didn't grab his opportunity in the hour that he played.
Yeah, you could probably argue that.
But look, a lot of that will come out over the next day or so, especially when Jose starts speaking. So we'll see what happens with that. What did you make of the substitutions? I thought there was just no need for that.
Yeah, it was very strange. The substitutions.
Essentially, it won us the game. It sealed off the game for us. We were 1-0 up. Anything can happen at 1-0.
It's a weird one to criticise because, look, we got the second goal. We were probably better when the subs came on as well. You can't really deny that. We started to control the game. We started creating more chances. And obviously, when Son and Kane came on, they had that quality, didn't they? And Kane getting another assist as well to add to his tally. But I would just like to have seen the fringe players give more of an opportunity, especially given we're 1-0 up. Give them a bit more time on the pitch, and maybe as well get Dele on the pitch for a bit and see what he can do. Because I just think you want to give the squad as much game time as possible because we're going to need all of them going into the next half of the season. We're still only 11 games in, so the next quarters really. So that was a disappointing. But look, you can't complain too much. You want us to go, and as long as we're winning games, you can't really complain about that kind of stuff. And Mourinho has a reason for what he does, and I'm sure he has a reason for what he did tonight.
Right now, you can't complain about it. But if one of them would have picked up a knock or got injured,
like Son,
you're talking about something completely different. We would be sitting here completely berating those substitutions.
Yeah, that was a frustrating point.
And it was lucky that no one did get injured.
Yeah, because Son had a little knock, and you were thinking you're fearing the worst and everything. But look,
Son had a knock. Bergwijn got a bit injured. Had a bit of a knock. You know what I mean?
But it looks like they came through unscathed. But we got some big games coming up. We just have to put this again behind us. We're 2-0 up. 1-2-0. Won the group. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. It gives us an easier tie going to the next round. And the job got done. And it was a good day in the end. And I think Mourinho, you can't really complain. I think you've got to say he's managed the squad well. Topped both leagues at the moment. And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't get any minutes today. It really is. I really thought it was a game where he could have come in and really showed what he's about, like he did against Ludogorets, and since then had not 1 minute. He came on, didn't he, for the last couple of minutes in the last game and got a penalty.
Yeah.
But look, he deserved to play this game. But look, let's not dwell on it. Let's see if he can push himself into the team in the next few games. Anyway, that is our instant match reaction. Let's move on to Crystal Palace. The Premier League games are coming thick and fast now. Crystal Palace on Sunday, Liverpool on Wednesday. I mean, they just don't stop. It's going to be a busy, busy month. And you know where you can catch all the action with us with the live watch-alongs on We Are Tottenham TV. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,
come on you Spurs!